The biggest sale in Real Madrid's history is Cristiano Ronaldo, who was transferred to Juventus for 170 million in 2018. At that time, that move shocked every football fan. After winning 3 consecutive Champions League titles, Ronaldo's departure was not easily predictable. Real Madrid, which purchased Ronaldo for 94 million in 2009, enjoyed almost a decade of one of the greatest players in football history, and even after all those years of unparalleled success, Real Madrid managed to make 23 million profit on his transfer. There are clubs with business models that are known for raising talents or purchasing relatively unknown players at a low cost and selling them for a substantial profits. Now let's explore some of the most impressive cases where players were purchased or developed by clubs and later sold for extraordinary prices, earning the selling clubs massive profits. We present top 10 transfers that generated the highest profit for selling clubs. Starting with Antoine Griezmann's transfer to Barcelona from Atletico Madrid in 2019 for 120 million euros. With this transfer, Atletico Madrid made 90 million profit on Antoine Griezmann. Atletico Madrid had signed Griezmann back in 2014 from Real Sociedad for 30 million euros. At that time, Griezmann was already a well-known talent in La Liga, progressively improving with each season. In the season 13-14, he achieved a milestone of his career, registering over 20 goal contributions in La Liga for the first time, with 16 goals and 4 assists in 35 games. That performance caught Atletico Madrid's attention and started his journey under Diego Simeone. In his first season in Atletico, Griezmann surpassed his numbers for Sociedad, recording 25 goals and assists in La Liga and quickly becoming a cornerstone of Simeone's system. After several impressive seasons at Atletico Madrid and winning World Cup 2018, where Griezmann was one of the team's standout performers, Barcelona set their sight on him. At that time, the transfer made sense. Griezmann was amongst the most consistent attackers in football, capable of playing as a striker, as a winger, or attacking midfielder. His versatility made him an ideal candidate to complement Barcelona's attack. However, his transfer did not work out for either Barcelona or Griezmann. Barcelona struggled to integrate him into the system effectively. Griezmann often operated in the spaces where Lionel Messi thrived, creating positional conflicts and limiting his impact. Messi's dominance in both playmaking and scoring relegated Griezmann to a secondary role. Eventually, Barcelona decided to offload Griezmann. Atletico Madrid capitalized on this situation, not only profiting 90 million euros from his initial transfer, but also re-signing him on loan before purchasing him permanently for just 22 million euros. Griezmann's performances during World Cup 2022 demonstrated that he remains a top-level player, excelling in deeper midfield roles. His time at Barcelona, however, is widely seen as an unfortunate and unproductive chapter in his otherwise stellar career. Ninth place is a tie between Harry Kane and Kolo Muani. Kane is a Premier League legend who spent almost his entire career at Tottenham Hotspur. Over the years, he was linked to top clubs like Real Madrid and Man City, but Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy consistently refused to sell him. In 2023, Bayern Munich, which was struggling for a season without a top-level striker following Lewandowski's departure to Barcelona, decided to make a significant investment in an elite player. Despite being 30 years old, Kane was still considered one of the best strikers in the world, and Bayern paid 95 million for his services. For Kane, this move was an opportunity to join a dominant Bundesliga team, compete for trophies and challenge for Champions League, while also aiming to break his personal trophy curse. The transfer proved successful on the pitch, as Kane delivered a phenomenal first season in Germany, scoring 44 goals and providing 12 assists in 45 games across all competitions. However, his trophy curse persisted, as Bayer Leverkusen snatched the Bundesliga title that season. Bayern is back on top of the current campaign, leading the title race, and this might finally be a season when Kane ends his trophy draw. Regardless, Kane has already shown his value, making this transfer a win-win situation for all parties involved. On the other hand, we have Randal Kolo Muani, a talented French striker who joined Frankfurt Eintracht as a free transfer in 2022. In just one season, Kolo Muani's stock skyrocketed, as he delivered an impressive campaign in Bundesliga, contributing 15 goals and 14 assists in 32 games. Unfortunately, Kolo Muani's time at PSG has not lived up to expectations so far. In his first season, he barely managed 10 goal contributions, and his current season is not faring much better. Amongst fans, there is a widely held belief that his crucial miss in World World Cup 2022 final against Argentina has had a lasting psychological impact on his career. While this theory is hard to definitely prove, Colomboani is still 25 years old and entering the prime years of his career. It's not too late for him to bounce back and fulfill the immense potential that he showed a few years ago. In 8th spot we have Ousmane Dembele, whose €135 million transfer to Barcelona in 2017 brought Borussia Dortmund a total profit of €100 million. Dembele started his career in Rennes, where he had an impressive season in 2016 that caught the attention of major European clubs. Dortmund signed him for €35 million, and after just one standout season in Germany, he had a move to Barcelona. This transfer is often regarded as Barcelona's panic buys, following Neymar's unexpected departure. However, the most intriguing detail about the transfer is not just its hefty price tag, but the fact that Barcelona had two French players on their shortlist, Ousmane Dembele and Kylian Mbappe. When offered the opportunity to sign Mbappe, Barcelona's management reportedly decided against it, reasoning that for the same value, Dembele suited them better. The results of this decision are now part of football history. Dembele struggled during his time at Barcelona. Injuries caused him to miss 130 games across multiple seasons. Despite showing flashes of brilliance, his overall contributions were overshadowed by missed opportunities and constant setbacks. When Xavi began to resurrect Dembele's career, he unexpectedly left Barcelona in 2023 to join PSG. In summary, this transfer stands as a stark example of Barcelona's questionable transfer strategy during that era and the significant success of Dortmund's business model. In 7th place we have Paul Pogba, who was sold by Juventus to Manchester United for €105 million in 2016. Pogba is regarded as one of the most talented midfielders of his generation. In 2012, he joined Juventus on a free transfer from Manchester United after struggling for opportunities at Old Trafford. At Juventus, his career flourished and he became a dominant force in midfield. His best years are often associated with his time at Juventus, where he showcased his incredible skill set, and his performances on World Cup 2018, where he was a crucial member of France's winning campaign. In 2016, Manchester United paid €105 million to bring Pogba back, making him the most expensive transfer in the world at that time. However, while Pogba had decent seasons and standout moments at United, he never fully justified his price tag or lived up to the expectations set by his Juventus performances. In 233 appearances for Manchester United, Pogba registered 39 goals and 48 assists. Despite these contributions, his inconsistency and injury troubles overshadowed his time at the club. In 2022, Pogba returned to Juventus on a free transfer, meaning Juventus not only made €105 million from his sale, but also reacquired him without paying anything. Sadly, Pogba's career seemed to be at a standstill. He is currently serving a suspension due to doping violations, and his future in football remains uncertain. By the time his suspension ends, Pogba will be 32 years old, and whether he can make a comeback at that stage of his career is a significant question. For a player with such an immense talent, his decline is a disappointing chapter in what once seemed to be a remarkable career. 6th place goes to Declan Rice, who transferred to Arsenal for €116.6 million in 2023. At that time, Rice was widely regarded as one of the best defensive midfielders in Premier League. Having risen through West Ham United Youth Academy, he became a key figure in their first team. In 2023, many clubs were hoping for his signature. While his market value was estimated at €90 million, Arsenal had to pay a premium price due to the high demand. This was a strategic and necessary purchase for Arsenal, willing to close the gap on Man City in the race for the Premier League title. Rice quickly established himself as one of Arsenal's most important players. Within the Premier League, he is often regarded as the best defensive midfielder after Rodri. Declan Rice is known for his exceptional ability to break up play with strong tackling, interceptions, and positional awareness. Precise in his distribution, Rice excels at long-range switches and progressive forward passes, making him a vital part of Arsenal's build-up play. As of now, Rice is clearly one of the best CDMs in the world and a crucial player for both Arsenal and England national team. His ability to combine defensive work with attacking contributions has made him an indispensable figure for Arteta's system. While the only thing missing for his career is trophies, it's evident that his transfer has been a success for Arsenal, despite the high price tag. If Rice will be able to win a major trophy with Arsenal and bring glory back to them, he will solidify himself as one of the best CDMs in Premier League history. Jack Grealish takes the 5th spot, with Aston Villa making €118 million profit in 2021. Similar to Declan Rice, Grealish rose through the ranks of his childhood club's youth academy to become a key player for Aston Villa. During his time at Aston Villa, he made 213 appearances, scoring 32 goals and providing 41 assists. Despite these modest goal contribution stats, it was shocking to many when Manchester City spent €118 million on him. However, at that time, Grealish was widely regarded as one of the most effective players in Premier League, known for his creativity, ability to draw fouls, and influence the games. Pep Guardiola admired Grealish's talent, viewing him as a player who could add a new dimension to City's attack. This admiration heavily influenced City's decision to make him a record-signing transfer. Guardiola believed Grealish's skills, particularly his ball retention and ability to create chances, which would enhance team's dynamics. Since joining City, Grealish had some mixed fortunes. While he has shown flashes of brilliance, he is not a guaranteed starter in Guardiola's squad. At 29, Grealish still has time to solidify his place, but question remains about his ability to fully adapt to Guardiola's intense tactical and physical demands, especially considering his off-field lifestyle. While the transfer has undoubtedly been a success for Aston Villa, helping them strengthen their squad and improve their performances with new signings, its value for Manchester City still remains a question mark. Grealish's potential to become a consistent starter at Manchester City is still uncertain, marking this transfer as one of the City's biggest transfer misses in recent years. First place goes to Philippe Coutinho's transfer to Barcelona for €135 million in 2018, a deal that earned Liverpool €122 million of profit. Coutinho was signed by Liverpool in 2013 for €13 million. Over multiple seasons, he developed into one of the Premier League's most creative and technically gifted players. In his final half season in Liverpool, he contributed 20 goal involvements in Premier League. Renowned for his long-range strikes, technical skills, and playmaking ability, Coutinho thrives in advanced roles, creating chances and scoring spectacular goals. After Neymar's departure to PSG in 2017, Barcelona attempted to replace him by making two massive signings, Dembele and Coutinho. While their previous high-profile purchase from Liverpool, Luis Suarez in 2014, had been a success, this time things went differently. At that time, Coutinho was seen as an ideal candidate to fill Neymar's void due to his ability to play both as an attacking midfielder and as a winger. His technical brilliance and creativity were remarkable, and Barcelona made multiple bids to secure his services. Liverpool initially resisted selling their star player, but Barcelona eventually increased their offer to €135 million, and Liverpool accepted. Despite the enormous investments, Coutinho struggled to replicate his Liverpool form at Barcelona. He often appeared out of place, unable to adapt to Barcelona's system or consistently deliver performances worthy of his price tag. These struggles led to loans, including one to Bayern Munich, where he ironically scored twice against Barcelona in an infamous 8-2 Champions League defeat. Bayern went on to win the Champions League that season, giving Coutinho a title Barcelona hoped he would help them to win. In May 2022, Barcelona sold Coutinho to Aston Villa for €20 million, a massive financial loss compared to the amount they had to spend to acquire him. Coutinho's transfer to Barcelona remains one of the most expensive mistakes in football history. The deal stands as a prime example of Liverpool's shrewd transfer strategy and Barcelona's questionable spendings during that period. Third spot goes to João Felix, with Benfica earning 127.2 million euros of profit from his transfer to Atletico Madrid in 2019. João Felix is a product of Benfica's youth academy. At the time of the transfer, Felix's market value was estimated at 70 million euros, but his age, potential, and competition from other top clubs led Atletico to significantly overpay to secure the deal. In 2019, Felix had a breakout campaign with Benfica, contributing 15 goals and 9 assists in 26 games in Portuguese league. His exceptional ball control, dribbling and composure, combined with passing skills and intelligent positioning, made him one of Europe's most exciting young talents. Antoine Griezmann's departure to Barcelona left a significant void, and Felix was seen as an ideal replacement. At just 19 years old, Felix was viewed as a long-term asset and a cornerstone of the club's future success. However, Felix struggled to adapt to Diego Simeone's defensive system, which was limiting his creative freedom. The player purchased to replace Griezmann was ultimately replaced by Griezmann himself. After this, Felix was loaned out to Chelsea and then Barcelona, but failed to secure starting roles at either of these clubs. Finally, in 2024, Felix was sold to Chelsea for 52 million euros. Felix's career trajectory still remains uncertain. At 25, he still has time to rediscover his form and fulfill his potential, but he must improve significantly to save his career and to avoid being remembered as one of the most high-profile transfer flops in football history. Second place goes to Neymar Jr., whose transfer from Barcelona to PSG generated 222 million in revenue and 134 million profit for Barcelona. Brazilian Prince began his career in Santos, where his immense talent earned him a nomination for the Ballon d'Or in 2012. After these performances, Barcelona signed Neymar for a reported 88 million euros in 2013. At Barcelona, Neymar became one of the best players in the world. He played a crucial role in team's 2015 treble-winning season, forming the legendary attacking trio with Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, formerly known as MSN. Neymar finished third in Ballon d'Or rankings that year, also in 2017, and was the joint top scorer of 2015 Champions League with 10 goals. One of Neymar's most iconic performances came during Barcelona's historic remontada against PSG in March 2017, when they overturned a 4-0 first-leg deficit with a 6-1 victory. Neymar was instrumental, scoring twice and assisting a decisive goal. Despite his achievement, Neymar always played second leader role at Barcelona, which reportedly frustrated him. In 2017, PSG triggered Neymar's 222 million euro release clause, making him the most expensive player in football history, a record that still stands as of today. Neymar's move was motivated by a desire to step out of Messi's shadow and establish himself as a focal point of the team. PSG's goal was equally ambitious, to win the Champions League and cement their place amongst Europe's elite. While Neymar's time at PSG has been filled with moments of brilliance, his transfer has not fully delivered on its lofty expectations. Injuries have marred his time in Paris. While PSG reached the Champions League final in 2020, they fell short on winning the title. The dream of Neymar leading them to European glory remains unfulfilled. Meanwhile, Barcelona entered a period of decline following Neymar's departure, losing the balance and attacking flair that MSN trio provided. To call this transfer a complete failure would be unfair, as Neymar and PSG have achieved domestic dominance and moments of brilliance. However, the original goal of this transfer was winning Champions League for PSG and the Ballon d'Or for Neymar. And while Neymar has already left PSG, both of these goals remain unaccomplished. And finally, at the top of the list is Kylian Mbappe's transfer to PSG from Monaco for 180 million euros. Starting in Monaco Academy, he quickly rose to the first team and became a leader. In his final season before joining PSG, he scored 15 goals and provided 11 assists in 29 Liga games. In Champions League, he also added 6 goals, as Monaco had an impressive run to the semi-finals. At just 17 years old, Mbappe won World Cup with France in 2018, earning the Best Young Player award. After his breakout performances, PSG was willing to do whatever it took to sign him. Initially, they secured Mbappe as a 1-year loan in 2017 to comply with financial regulations, and after 1 year, in 2018, PSG officially purchased him for 180 million euros. Mbappe spent 7 years in Paris, leaving in the summer of 2024 as PSG's all-time leading scorer, with an incredible 256 goals in all competitions. Despite Mbappe's individual brilliance, PSG failed to win the Champions League during his period, a disappointment for both the club and its fans. However, Mbappe's time at PSG cannot be considered anything less than a success. He was named Liga Player of the Year 5 consecutive times, and consistently dominated the league with his goal scoring and assists. Mbappe helped PSG win 6 Liga titles, as well as numerous French Cups and Super Cups. 6 years have passed since Mbappe's transfer to PSG, and while football prices continue to escalate, no transfer has even come close to matching Mbappe's transfer's profitability. Kylian's time at PSG may not have delivered the Champions League, but his contributions on and off the pitch made him a historic figure for the club and a player who redefines transfer market values in modern football. Which of these transfers do you think was the best deal for both parties? Please comment down below. Don't forget to check out our other videos, and if you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned, more exciting content is coming soon.